Hello and fuck cape shit. Welcome to another episode of Shittywebcomics Weekly, brought to you by our Subscribe Star backers. Donate to become PayPig and support us, and also to be told the truth. So, back us on Subscribe Star. You get access to tons of fucking super bonus videos that tell the truth about stuff that other people don't want you knowing about. So donate to us if you want to know the truth, and don't donate to us if you don't want to know the truth, and then donate more to us if you want us to stop doing videos. That might work. Getting back,
It can't hurt.
it's
It can't
certainly
hurt us.
it can't hurt us, but getting right into things, we wanted to cover sort of the it's not a recent epidemic or anything, but just the phenomenon of spoiler cucks. Bale Buddy did a comic Patreon, which not even really spoilers, but it's about the cyberpunk anime weeb gamers. I guess it is still technically a spoiler for one of the early episodes. But he posted this without a spoiler warning, and apparently people just fucking just shoved him down the algorithm with just whining constantly about spoilers and oh, spoilers, and it's like, the show's been out, can't you watch it already?
My life is ruined.
Yeah, there's exactly that, and we'll be getting into that in this episode. But he does this comic. It is a delightful comic. I guess this is technically a spoiler from the game too, but the guy goes, "You forgot one thing, Adam. No one hurts my nakama," and then smash this and shoots him. And then Nerd playing the game going, "I did it, David, Rebecca. I avenged your deaths. I miss you guys so much. Bought Cyberpunk 2077 after binge watching anime. But to be, even your with the patches, your game is still kind of mediocre. 7 out of 10." Which I replied saying 7 out of 10 isn't mediocre. 7 out of 10 is literally the worst game humanly possible. Made my computer/console explode and sent molten shrapnel into my eyeballs. It's so bad. Also, clearly the basis for the first panel is Shadow the Hedgehog going to shoot Ed from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Or is it Eddie? I don't know. I actually never really watched that show.
Ed or Eddie. I don't know.
One of them. While Markiplier watches and cries. And then Bale Buddy does. This was his repost where he spoilers the shit out of it, and then does another thing about spoilers, saying, "I couldn't understand why my cyberpunk comics, see below, likes were decreasing. Then I realized the Twitter algorithm was ratioing me because enough people typed spoilers. I can't believe I have to worry about the mental health of the people who take 3 weeks to watch a 10-episode anime." And then behind the spoiler it's a fucking sled and Rosebud is on fire with Slowpoke from Pokemon going, "What?" And someone's like, "How does that even work? They could take away people's likes." And he replies saying, "It's the first time I've had it happen to me, but I think it happens a lot to the MAGA crowd and other tweets that Twitter doesn't want trending. Obviously, the actual algorithm is a black box." I replied saying, I wanted to watch the show, but I haven't yet. But if any piece of entertainment can be made worse by me knowing a crucial plot detail in advance, then it was never that good to start with. And
This is basically the way I feel about spoilers. And I did get myself into a little trouble years ago doing this on purpose because I care so little.
yeah, it's fucking. I didn't give a shit, and I thought that was funny and actually pretty well deserved.
Battlestar
It was
Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. Just
I
the
would
ending
fucking
of the
get
first season. Also, wasn't the ending of the whole thing.
Yeah, I would be like, I would just literally play. This goes all the way back to fucking what was it? Arius Dies as a fucking just a title for a fucking thing.
Lumdrop replied saying, "That's the problem with twist endings. If it relies on the twist to be good, you're never going to actually be able to enjoy rewatching it. And if a movie is good, you'll want to at some point. and then
Yeah,
a
for
couple
me,
people.
if there's some like big reveal or something, I actually usually prefer finding out before watching it in the show. It can help sell the show to me because otherwise I might not care.
And then
That's actually what's fucking make me want to watch this fucking stupid ass cyberpunk anime is the fact that it's like, oh, the cute girl, the cute lolly just
cute
gets fucking
cyber lolly
obliterated.
gets liquefied. And I also commented, replying to myself, saying, ironically, Citizen Kane is a perfect example. Rosebud is a sled. Doesn't mean anything before you see the movie, but if you do see it, you realize that knowing what it means doesn't change the quality of the movie or the story or whatever. And of course, some people who like anime or people who haven't watched as many movies as me reply disagreeing and being like, "Oh, you fucking, you know." I mean, not that they're pissed off, but some people are just replying disagreeing when it's clear that they don't really have as much understanding about this topic as I do.
They don't have a viewpoint worth hearing from.
They're quite gay. But, I mean, the thing is that some of what they say, I understand that it's like, not knowing twists ahead of time can be a positive thing. It's like, oh, that's a really cool twist. That's interesting. And not wanting that spoiler. But people who are just so triggered by spoilers, it's just, you're so
You
thin-skinned.
ruined the show for me. I can't enjoy the show anymore. Then you never would have.
Yeah, it's like
You don't know how to enjoy something.
I can't enjoy things without twist. It's very Marvel fan. It's like it's got to have a
Yes.
quip every 3.5 minutes at least. Or with just no sense of humor. This Dune movie. Enjoy the only quip. It's that same mindset. It's a very razor
You don't
fist
even say
mindset.
it. It sounded better in my head.
So that was a thing that just that
That's the
spoiler
thing
was
is
a thing that just
that stuff
happened.
never bothered me in the actual Marvel movies. I haven't watched a lot of the latest ones anymore because none of them sound even remotely interesting.
I
They all sound
stopped
like they
after
dropped off
Endgame.
a cliff.
Endgame was the last one I watched. They're
Yes.
decent flicks. They're good action
Well, what was
flicks.
the
That's it.
Spider-Man ones? I watched those.
Yeah,
Endgame and then the Spider-Man ones. That's it.
I don't exactly count those because they're like still partially Sony movies, but they are. Yeah, they're decent. Again, I fucking
They're
have
not
almost
an
no standards
atrocity.
for them.
They're not an atrocity, but yeah, now it's to
Yes.
the point. Like fucking Captain Marvel was the first one. They're marketing that on like the fucking chuds are getting angry over this movie. And it's like, well, I don't. It sounds
Yeah.
like the movie's not going to be any good then.
Oh no.
I'll
What?
wait and see what people actually say about it
And again, the
because I'm
people
not in any hurry to see any of this shit. It's not that important.
the
And sure
people
enough,
who
I was right to do that.
the people who reply to me on in these tweets, it's Twitter after all though, but it's like I understand that they actually can still have a point. I'm not saying these people are dead wrong, they're stupid. What I'm saying is that most of them are just treating spoilers as their personal Funko Pop. They're giving way
Which
too
they
much
are wrong to
credence
do.
to the idea of never spoiling a movie before you see it or something. I've watched many movies where I know where the ending is, or I know some giant twist, or I know some fucking shocking development. Fucking Walter White shoots a gang member or something like that. And then by the time I watch the movie, it's usually or whatever, I've forgotten what the spoiler's supposed to be. I did also spoil the end of season 3 or 4 of Boardwalk Empire on accident. I was like, "Oh, who's that guy with the wooden face mask in the show? He's really cool. Let me look up a video for him." And it's like, here's him shooting up the brothel at the end. And it's like, oh shit, I just spoiled the shit out of that for me.
The video goes on to spoil even more stuff after that, and it's like, oh shit,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm like,
ruining the whole show. I can't watch the show at all now
I'm
because of
ruining it. But yeah, it's like I can still watch the show and enjoy it, and in fact enjoy that part when I get to it because it's like now I understand the context. And it's like if you can't enjoy, I understand enjoying something more when you don't know it's coming. But if that's the only criteria for your enjoyment, then you don't really enjoy things.
it.
Again, it's just a fucking big Funko Pop for you.
He went full Doom guy.
If you're going to, Richard Harrow, the guy with the wooden face mask thing, he went full Doom guy in the brothel. It was I do recommend the show. Uh, but it's also like there's an aspect of it where it's like, how much of a long TV show do I want to watch? I put off
Yeah.
fucking even
I actually,
continuing it
that's the
for a
thing
long
is
time.
like it's on fucking HBO Max, so there's fucking
Yeah,
Skinamax.
there's titties, and eventually it's like the titty scenes are just wasting my time for the story. Like I'm almost tempted to skip them
I
or
actually
skim
do.
the
I
show.
do tend to skip them. I fucking straight up
Yeah, because they don't actually
don't
have
care.
the only thing you learn is fucking luckily Luciano fucking fucked the guy's mom. It was like that Doherty guy's mom, and it's like, oh shit. And you know what? There were some spoilers that I didn't see coming for the show from like the end of season two. They're like, oh shit, this is brutal. But it's also like, if I knew this ahead of time, I still would have thought what I thought. It's again just spoiler cucks. People get so fucking, they get all soy faced. They get all soy jacked over fucking ooh spoilers. Don't
They're
fucking
soy.
do it.
They end up soy maxing.
Yes, they're soy maxing. And again, I'm not saying that they're wrong to do that either necessarily. I'm just saying
They
it's
are
kind of
wrong to
gay.
do that.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just not saying they're wrong
yes,
to do that.
I'm just not saying they're wrong to do that. But they are wrong. But yeah, it's kind of gay. But anyways, just wanted to do a quick video about that. So like, unshare, reshare, donate to our subscribe star. If you don't like spoilers, or if you do, donate to our subscribe star to never be spoiled about anything. We actually don't really talk about spoilers for things. We talk about more long form societal things in our subscribe star. So support us, become pay pig on subscribe star, and should have listened to Shitty Web Comics.